Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Is it on or what? Because I don't see the timer. Oh, they moved it. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to and welcome back to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess for the prophecy reading. They're telling me that my account has been shadow banned, or that like people are watching, or that some people have been blocked or something. Or there's someone here who you don't even check to see if they're watching you, but they still are. Seven of Cups, Page of Swords. Someone here, so not here, right? But this energy that I'm reading, I feel like they are still trying to figure out how to get access to being acknowledged by you. That's like the weird part. Like they want you to acknowledge them. Page of Swords, Knight of Discs. They're telling me that this person spends a lot of time watching you. So you may not have known them for a long period of time, but they're telling me that this person is like racking up the hours. Like, you know, like during the pandemic when everybody was just like watching TV back to back to back. Like, I feel like this person watches you or like looks at you somehow in a way, and it's like racking up the hours. So I feel here like this means like this person, they spend a lot of time. Yo, my cat has been so vocal for the past 2 days. Hi, Bobby. Hi. Yes, hello. But I feel here, I don't think you've known this person for a long period of time. Maybe it's been a year, a couple of years or so. Oh, you guys. Thank you, Bubby. Thank you. It doesn't matter where we're at. Bubby's still going to do the same thing. Okay. But again, I'm going to start again. I feel here like this person, they rack up the hours in several ways. I feel here it's like they think about you. Maybe they even have like you pop up in their dreams. Then they wake up and they think about you. Then it's like they're watching you on social media, or they're like looking at old photos that you have or that they have of you. There's something here where it's really like they're racking up the hours, like they're watching you like you're some type of TV show. Page of Swords, Nine of Discs. And to them, honestly, you are. You're showing up as someone who creates and someone who receives their wishes and desires, and they have their wishes and desires granted. And this person is fascinated by how you do it with the Nine of Pentacles energy, or Nine of Discs, excuse me. This person feels as though you're a type of a princess or prince, so to speak. Thank you. They feel like you're privileged. And that doesn't exactly mean that you are. This person is watching you because they see that there's this privileged energy on you. And when I say privileged, I feel here they're forming that attitude about you because they see you get and receive what it is that you want. So you know how when some people are bitter about how their own lives are turning out, when they look at other people who are receiving what they want, they make up a lot of stories, or they make up a lot of false perspectives, or they have a very negative attitude about that person. And so I feel here there's a lot of like, I guess if I want to say evil eye, but it's very weak, you know, when it in comparison to your energy. I feel here like this person is trying to find any other type of excuse aside from looking at their own incompetency, because with you in this Nine of Discs energy, you make them feel incompetent in comparison to you. So I feel here this person, it could be saying that you get what you want because of pretty privilege with the Nine of Discs here. You get what you want because people, they just want to give to you. You get what you want because you already come from a place of privilege. Like there's a lot that they're making up in their own mind. And the irony here is they can't stop watching anyway. it's interesting. They're showing me the energy of all of this hate that Tyra Banks has been receiving. But I wonder how many people went back to rewatch every single episode of every single season of America's Next Top Model. It's kind of like that. Like, this is a hate. They hate to love it and they love to hate it. So for this reading, I did receive a music download. And the music download was Runaway by Kanye West. You've been putting up with my shit for way too long. I'm so gifted at finding what I don't like the most. So I think it's time for us to have a toast. They're showing me another energy that's at the core of this thought about you that I'm about to share, but they're also telling me that there are some other people who think this way. There's someone here who is like, someone here feels like you are the a-hole who never takes a day off from work. And remember, I'm saying this not because that's actually who you are. I'm saying this because this is how people are projecting their incompetency on you. They're like, oh gosh, you know what? Maybe this person really needs to take a day off. I mean, like, have you seen such and such? They need to take a day off. They're just working way too hard, way too much. It's projections. It's projections. Who's going to tell, Kanye West that he needs to start working less when it's like that man's a genius? And I'm also hearing a maniac, but still, why I want to say this literally, like, if you are in this energy of genius, why are you listening to other people's opinions about it? Why would you? That's what people who do not have the genius, that's the way that they think. When you have the genius, you go about your business because you know that you're at the core, like you know that you're the generator of that genius energy that has decided to come to you and bless you with this supreme intellect and creativity and motivation and discipline and beauty. I'm hearing and handsomeness. Okay? So when you know that you have been blessed with that level of consciousness, what also comes with it is the self-assuredness and the resiliency to know that opinions will come and go, but they can't do what you do. Knight of Cups, Page of Swords. What's really happening here is you are receiving a lot more attention that is affirming who you are. And so let's say that this person thinks that they're big, bad, and bold because it's themselves and a group of like 6 or 7 or 10 other people who like to hate on you. But then let's say that all those haters decide to buy a ticket to whatever it is or wherever it is that you're going to be. Then they show up in the room where you're meant to perform, so to speak. And they see that they're just a group of 10 people amongst a crowd of 10,000 who love you. Then they realize how small and how puny they really are. Because with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups, people love what you're doing. People appreciate who you are. These are people who have affection towards you. And that's what that small gaggle or small group of people don't understand. That when you connect with someone and they see the authenticity of who you are, Divine Collective, it puts that other person in this Knight of Cups energy. You know what? I love what you're doing. How can I help? What do you need help with the Knight of Cups here? Can I offer anything of assistance that would help you along the way? That gaggle of 10 people, they don't have that energy. I heard they're dirty. Okay, I don't know what that's about. But that gaggle of people, they don't have that type of effect on other people in this world like how you do. I even feel here like this, your fame, like your notoriety is going to become so large, so undeniable that you may, I'm hearing 5 to 8 years, but in 5 years, they said specifically, there may start to be rumors about you, like, and how you got your money and how you got your positioning. Okay. Like, you know, when someone reaches a certain number of people, like it's a numbers game, eventually some of those people are going to be in their basement on their computer making troll comments about you or making up rumors about you, that type of shit. I'm hearing over the next 5 years because you're growing in popularity. Knight of Cups, Knight of Discs. And this is what you're doing in such a smart way. As you are growing in popularity, you're not just growing in popularity because of aesthetic reasons. You're growing in popularity because you are authentic to who you are. And when you show up as who you are, I'm hearing like bumps and all. So maybe like there's something that you've been struggling here with, like rashes or eczema. There's this saying that we have where it's like warts and all. That's what they're trying to say. So when you show up and you put yourself out there, warts and all, people connect with you on an emotional level, not just like an aesthetic, like they think that you look beautiful. Imagine having a beauty queen who shows up and shows themselves as intelligent, and they show up warts and all. It makes you authentic and relatable. And that's also what these gaggle of people don't understand, because I bet what they've done is they spend all of their day looking at the aesthetic of the life that they want instead of actually appreciating people who show the process of receiving, getting to what it is that you want. So these gaggle of people, they're so focused on the outcome, they don't even take any steps about the journey because it's not always aesthetic. It's not always pretty. But when you have those who are of an elevated mindset, so to speak, who have that epicenter where they're ready to change, they're not narcissistic. They understand that the process of change goes up and down and back around and forward, and then you jump 50 steps. That's the crowd that you are attracting. We have the Knight of Cups here with the Knight of Discs. And this is what you're doing that is so smart, because when people are connecting to your journey, then they feel like they are along the pathway with you and they stick around with you. That's what I'm receiving here. These are people who appreciate you and they want to stick around. You are attracting people to your journey, not to your tits or your muscles. Okay? I said it. Ace of Swords. Welcome back to the Temple of the High Priestess, and welcome to Woo! All right, let's see. Let's do a couple of other splits. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords that wants to pop out, and the Sun energy here. Excuse me, with the Five of Wands here, and the Eight of Swords in the reversed. I want to tell you two things here. Number one, these haters, you're going to accumulate haters who are happiness haters. You know how there are different types of haters, like maybe they want to talk about your appearance or how you speak or how you show up or your personality, blah, blah, blah. But I feel here like you're developing haters who are upset because you're happy. And that's exactly what this, oh, you know what? I need to send an email to the winners of the giveaway, the t-shirts and the stuff that you want. I'm going to send it out next week. Okay. Sorry, that was a pause because I was pointing at the t-shirt here. That's what this yellow evil eye means. It means that you're returning to sender people who are sending evil eye towards your joy, your happiness, your fulfillment. These are people they're telling me who wanted you to stay as the ugly duckling. They never thought that you would grow up to be this beautiful swan, this one of a kind. And they're also telling me, like, in this swan energy, you're also mating for life with someone. It's like they never thought that you would, it's not that they never thought you would grow up. They never thought that you would find the meaning of life. You know what I mean? They thought that you would struggle. They thought that you would be a wanderer. They thought that you would be aimless. And yet you are showing up as someone who is a wisdom keeper, Ace of Swords here, on how to find purpose, meaning, happiness, and joy and love in life. That's what they don't understand how to do. And that's probably why they're still watching you. A happiness hater is watching because they wish that they were happy. It's so basic and simple, but it's so true. Temperance. Let's see what Dragon Tarot has to say. Ace of Cups and the World. And you know what's the second thing I wanted to say. I want to tell you about an example of a happiness hater. I actually have two examples, and it comes from masculine energies when they show up as happiness haters. Because, you know, for when, even when women are creating, or feminine dominant energies are creating, and they're putting projects out there, or they're on a mission, or they're being entrepreneurial, right? They're going after, they're taking action towards what they want. So they're in their feminine and masculine energy. I've noticed that men will hate on your happiness in a different way than women do, in a completely different way than women will. So what I've noticed is, I am very accomplished. And recently, I won my third award. I said third. I won my third award for work that I do, for the work that I do in my day job, so to speak, or in my career. And I've had two men not come up to me, but I've been in conversation with two different men, and they're like, oh, well, you know, like, you can win all of the awards in the world, but it doesn't really mean anything. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? You see, when men want to hate on your happiness and your achievements, what they will do is they will neutralize them. They will act like they don't mean anything. It's like the energy of an insecure man who wants to bring down his feminine partner because she's the breadwinner, while still spending her money. Okay? It's that type of energy. Men hate on successes that they are not able to achieve. Could you imagine being such a hater that you have the gall and you have the balls to tell me that the 3 achievements and the awards that I have received in recognition of my beautiful work doesn't actually mean anything when it comes down to it? And one of these men, you know, because I'm highly educated, right? Black women in the United States are the most highly educated population in the United States. So I am highly educated. And can you imagine that one of these men doesn't even have a graduate degree and wants to tell me that it's just engaging in the system in one breath. And then in the second breath say that, oh, well, yeah, you know, I was thinking about just getting the degree so that I can make some money. Okay, look out for masculine energies who are happiness haters, success haters. Don't look. Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You have what they wish that they had. And you know what that is? And I'm going to say it here. It's not only the awards. It's not only the recognition. It's not only the fan base and the notoriety. They wish that they felt fulfilled in their life, and they don't. So Page of Swords and Ace of Cups, what they have to do is tell themselves that having an award is not fulfilling to them because they don't even have what it takes to win it, to receive one. You see, if you, and I like awards, fuck that. Okay. But let me say here, that's because those are things that are fulfilling for me. So it's not just about what the thing is that makes you feel fulfilled. It's the fact that I am showing up as feeling fulfilled in my heart space. That's what irks them because they do not feel that way. A lot of them have a very tired heart. They showed me the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And, like when masculine energies, as they grow in age and they get older, here's the interesting thing that I've been noticing. Like, I don't know, like this, I'm just going to go with it. Okay. Let's go with it, collective. What I've noticed being a woman in this incarnation is that you get used to being evaluated throughout your entire life. There are, what I will say is because of societal conditioning for women, you are told that your worth comes with your youth. So we in some ways are front loaded in our lifetimes about trying to reach a certain pinnacle, about trying to reach a certain standard or a certain sense of fulfillment so that we can feel good about ourselves. But what I've noticed is when men start to hit the ages of 30 or they're in their mid 30s, 35 and up, they start to realize that they do not feel fulfilled. There's something about that. I feel like maybe these masculine happiness haters could be like in their midlife or having a midlife crisis. Okay. I feel like, they're showing me temperance again. It's not what, here's what I'll say. Okay. Where's my juice? Oh, I left my juice over there. Where is it? All right, hold on. Okay. Here's what I'll say. You don't even really need to acknowledge it. With the temperance energy here, continue on being graceful because they do not know how to be that way. Okay? Thank you, Dragon Tarot. We have 8 of Swords and Temperance with the World and 6 of Wands. Like these are energies who want to act like, I think I've already said it, but they want to act like your achievements don't mean anything. Meanwhile, it's like you could be posting your achievements all over the place, all over the world, all over social media. This is the energy of people who will watch your social media religiously. They will be one of the first 5 people to check on your post or to watch your stories, but they never like it. They don't comment on them. They don't engage because then that would give you a wider recognition. That would push you into the algorithm for more people to see you. So they'll watch, but they don't engage. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Let's have a toast for the jerk-offs that'll never take work off. Baby, I understand. Run away fast as you can. So here's the thing, okay? With the star energy here and the tower with the 8 of coins, baby, with the Knight of Wands here, you are experiencing right now a breakthrough in your career. 8 of discs to the tower to the star. So you are breaking through a glass ceiling that not everyone even has the stamina or the determination or the discipline to get to. And you know what? When I say stamina, discipline, the moxie, the motivation. They are upset. There are masculine energies here. That's what I'm talking about specifically, honey. These masculine energies are upset because those verbs, those terms are driven by masculine energy. The stamina, the motivation, the determination, the discipline. Your masculine energy as a feminine or as a woman outshines what they are even able to conjure as a man. You're experiencing right now a breakthrough in your career where you're going to get to a next level. And this includes recognition. This includes having crowds of people who like you. Like that's what I'm telling you here. That's who this message is for. Someone who is interested in having a legacy that goes through or that they achieve through their career at first. And I say at first because we have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands here. You know, like I feel here like there are these masculine energies, like another way that they try to devalue feminines. Give me a second here. Thank you, baby. Excuses. Thank you. Another way that they try to devalue women who are very successful is they try to talk about like love, right? Because in social conditioning, it's like they expect for women to be married and to have children by the time that they're like 23, 25. And then it's like when they get in that position of being married and having children, women get stuck there for decades. Women give up their dreams because they followed social conditioning for marriage and children and a white picket fence and a dog. Then they find themselves again in their own midlife crisis because they didn't follow their dreams. I feel like you have some women like that watching you too. But I feel here what is really going to put their panties in a bunch, what's really going to grind their gears, both the men and the women here, is that you are showing up as someone who is able to have notoriety, community, love, and family. And they never expected that in a lifetime you could have it all. I'm hearing that was their own limited thinking patterns. Okay? So I feel like I want to tell you here that I don't know if you're telepathic, but you may end up hearing like some thoughts that these people are having. They may be like trying, you know what I'll say here? This is what's going to happen. I feel like what's going to happen is you'll be somewhere, for example, and let's say that you're going to like be on stage, you're going to give a talk, you're going to have a presentation or something. And then it's like people are asking you questions. And then there's always one hating ass bitch that wants to step to the mic and try to point out something that they think is missing in your life. So it's like, I feel like here, this is someone who wants to, you know what energy this is? This is the energy of like when you go home to see the family during the holidays and they're like, oh, are you married yet? Oh, do you have kids yet? Oh, are you going to settle down yet? It's like that type of energy. Someone else trying to find anything about your life where they can try to feel like they have a one-up on you. And I'm telling you here, you may not even really see this love coming in, but it is. And it's really going to grind their gears because now not only are you going to be promoting yourself as this career person or as a career-oriented person who's very successful, who has made a name for themselves with the star energy, but now you also receive a happily ever after type of love. I feel here people think that you're doing the impossible. And that's where the other rumors are going to come from, because to their own mindsets, your achievements in love, in your career, in your prosperity, in your spirituality, is impossible. And when they don't know how to put all of those points together to say, wow, how could someone really have it all in their life? They're going to make up dumb shit. Okay? Judgment. I feel like that's enough for this spread. Thank you, Divine. Because like what I'm seeing here is I feel like people are going to start to say that you're supernatural. And here's the thing, you are. And so it's like, okay, and what about it? You think that my achievements are supernatural, and what about it? Seven of Rods and the King of Pentacles. You're about to stand in the tippy top of like entrepreneurship, of being someone, of being your own boss. That's what Seven of Wands and the King of Pentacles energy is. That you're at the top of your field and people come to you because of the work and the achievements that you are known for. Seven of Wands and the King of Coins. It's this energy of like, let's see, let me see if I can find an example. Right? It's like people will buy a product just because Serena Williams is on it. People will buy a tennis racket just because Serena Williams endorsed it. And the only thing that she needs to do is shoot a commercial. Do you know what I mean? Shoot a commercial and do some press. That's what I'm receiving here. You are the brand. You are the business. Meanwhile, it's like other people have to go to a 9-to-5 and they resent how that's the life that they've set up for themselves. I sent this a picture. I'm guess I'm not too great with females. That shit. We have the World on the Fence. So this is a lot about what you put on social media, about the image of yourself that you put out there. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups again. Show me more, please. Thank you. We have the Sun. We have Eight of Rods, Eight of Swords, and the Sun. Baby, I understand. Run away fast as you can. You knew that somebody was like this too. You could have dated someone who was secretly in competition with you, or you could have dated, or you had friends, like you were with somebody, and the advice or the way that they would speak with you was to always tell you to just like, why not be regular? Why not go with the status quo? Why not be ordinary? I feel here like you left someone behind who was mediocre. And I feel like this person, they never actually thought that you wouldn't be. They thought you were, maybe they just thought you were being uppity or something like that. But now you're proving yourself to be anything and everything but mediocre. So they're telling me here with the Page of Cups and the World to expect for there to be a greater following that you'll have. More subscribers, a greater following, more fans, more clients, all of that. More people admiring you, more appreciation, more offers of love and support. I feel here like I'm even getting fan mail for you. Like when someone wants to see you and they give you a painting or something that they made of you. Like I'm getting fan mail. So they're telling me here that they want you to expect this because with the Eight of Swords and the Sun, I feel like in your mental space, you kind of get it. But when it viscerally happens to you, I feel like with the Eight of Swords, you're going to be like, oh shit, this is wonderful, but it's so much more than what I was expecting. Like this is so much more energy with the Eight of Rods here. This is so much more attention and communication than like I could even wrap my head around before it actually happened. So this is like a preparatory reading. That's what I keep getting here. Do you want to show me a bit more? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. So it's also going to come to your inbox, all of this energy, all of this attention. It's going to come from people who are like, hey, can I get to know you? Can I see? And look at how you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're receiving these offers. I feel like you're about to receive a lot of offers. That's what it is. And these offers are going to come to you because of the image and the brand of yourself that you have built. And whatever it is that they want to offer to you, your brand matches their business. Your brand and your image and how you present yourself matches what they want to connect their prosperity to. Okay, so this is you in the King of Pentacles energy. That was you in the masculine, putting this together, building the business, being the entrepreneur, building the money, so that you could get to this point of being the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, where now people come to you. It may be a little bit, this is coming through a bit, it may be a little bit overwhelming. Like all of the emails, all the communication, all the attention that you get. But you'll get used to it with the Eight of Swords and the Sun here, because they're encouraging you to maintain a positive perspective about it. You know, like sometimes when people become celebrities, so to speak, or they become they have a lot of like fame and notoriety, that can kind of push them into themselves. Like it can push them into their home or push them to being like introspective or too intrinsic. Like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? Am I worthy of that? I see here that you'll maintain a positive perspective about it that helps you get out of your head. I feel here like there will be like small blips of imposter syndrome, but with the Sun energy here, it's like, no, this wouldn't show up if I didn't deserve it. This wouldn't show up if it wasn't for me. So I want to enjoy the experience of it instead of judging why or why not it has come to me, or why it shouldn't have. You know what I mean? I feel here like your mental fortitude, it is so strong, and that's why you're able to handle such a large crowd. Okay. Six of Cups. This could include, Six of Cups and the Empress, honey. This is this is kind of funny. Why did they just show me fried chicken? They just showed me like a fried chicken joint. Okay. Look, we have Four of Cups and now the Devil here with Judgment. This is what I'm going to tell you. You're reaching this pinnacle of success, especially in this like balance of masculine and feminine energy. And I see you transitioning from the masculine do, produce, create, do. Okay. I said that 3 times, my bad. I see you transitioning from masculine to the Empress energy, where now you are able to sit back and receive. And I think what's going to happen here is there will even be people who like bullied you when you were a child who want to give you your props. With the Devil here, the Six of Cups in the World, with the Page of Cups still, like there will be people from I don't know what, elementary school, middle school, high school, college. There will be people here who you don't even talk to because you know how they treated you. With the Devil energy here, you know that they bullied you, or with the Devil energy here, what did they do? They talk shit. Did they make fun of you? The Devil energy here, did they laugh at you when you were down? You even have these people coming back around to appreciate you. And I'm hearing you don't even really care about that either. With the Judgment card here, and the Knight of Swords, yeah. That could be some of their judgments that they have received. Thank you. Yeah, we have the Magician and Page of Cups. Get ready, honey. King of Swords. Strength. Wow. Give me some time. Okay, this is what they're telling me. These people who are coming from your past, can you show me one more about the perspective you want them to have about this? Three of Swords, the message, and Eight of Cups. Okay, all right. So this is what I'm going to tell you. These people who come from your past, they want, number one, to make sure that they don't want you to feel any type of obligation towards helping these people. Because what they're telling me here is you're showing up as a King of Swords and Strength with the Magician and the Page of Cups. This is a life coach. This is someone who leads by example with the King of Swords and the Strength to overcome their own insecurities so that they can step into the life that they want to have. You know how there are a lot of social media life coaches or whatnot? This gives the energy of that man who looks like a dragon, like that man, Tony Robbins. This gives the Tony Robbins type of energy, where people will want to come to you because of the Magician and Page of Cups. How did you do that? How did you manifest? With the Page of Cups here, can you give me the top 5 tips that you used to create a sense of joy in your life every day? These are people who want to come to you to see if you can coach them and be a guide for them so they can bring their manifestation capabilities online. But what's interesting here is the advice is 3 of Swords, the message, and 8 of Cups. Some of them are going to come to you with a huge sob story, and they're going to expect for you to, with the Page of Cups here, I feel like you're going to sympathize, but you're going to not necessarily empathize. Okay. And I feel like it's because you're not interested in rekindling any type of connection or relationship with them, professional, social, friendship, or otherwise. So I actually see you moving on and having a whole other base of people, friends, relationships, connections, a whole different home that you connect with. So I feel like when these people come towards you with a sob story about how their life has gone to shit because they followed the status quo instead of their dreams, I see you here just kind of I don't know how to tell you, sis or bruh, but I don't even see you acknowledging it. It's kind of like there are so many emails in your inbox, you kind of start it, but you forgot to go back to it. And I see them sending long ass emails. You know what I'm saying? Those people who use ChatGPT to write emotional emails? It's I can tell that you didn't even write this yourself. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go grab I'm just going to grab another juice. Okay. So let's take a quick break. You are working really, really hard. 9 of Wands with the World's card here, and it's about to pay off. 5 of Cups and the World's card here. They're showing me with the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune and the World. What I really like about what you've done is you've shown the trajectory of how you became who you are. You have showed the journey. And so many people are so surface level that they look at aesthetic, like an aesthetic type of life, and they aspire to that because they don't know how to do shadow work that allows you to integrate the highs and the lows of life. And it gives you the mature perspective that that is what life is made of. That's the journey. That's truly what needs to be promoted. That is truly what people connect to. And so, like, I feel like what I really like here is you have this arc. It's not just the glow up, it was the journey. Okay, let me grab something to drink. Lovers, the Star, Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Four of Cups, King of Swords, the World. Okay, let me go grab a cup. Let me grab it. I'll be right back. Ooh, I hope you didn't see my underwear. My bad. Okay. Excuse me. Let me lift up my pants so y'all don't see my underwear this time. Welcome, collective. Hey, y'all. Let me put it over here. You know, baby girl needs her mango juice. Okay. Let's see what gold tarot. Well, let's do a little bit of the Kipperish deck. We're going to do both Kipperish and the gold tarot to see what comes out. It's interesting. I feel like they're telling me that this collective is a collective of people who could have even worked really hard when they were a child or when you were younger. You see, I feel here like you have probably been a child. You were probably a child who was very wise and you always followed your own footsteps. Like you never necessarily just went with the crowd. And that could have made you come across as strange, as an outcast, as weird, as the ugly duckling. Look, that's what I'm telling you. Social media and judgment, okay? And I feel like what they're telling me here is those people who judged you or who bullied you or who tried to make fun of you, they followed this trajectory in life. Give me a second here. Where because they were young, they thought that they didn't need to commit to anything. They had like a devil may care type of energy, like, oh, well, you know what? I'm young, so I'm going to just enjoy my life. And why they decide to do that is because of social conditioning, yes. But I feel here for you, you've done the opposite. Normally, people will look at life and say, you know what, my 20s and 30s are for enjoying myself, like just like doing this, doing that over there, being non-committal, like, you know, just like making money however I can, blah, blah, blah. But I feel here then what they anticipate is when they get to their 40s and their 50s, then they expect to just be in that status quo of like, oh yeah, I have a 9 to 5 and a family and kids. And then they kind of get bored with their life and they just kind of go day in and day out. I feel here like you did the opposite. While you were young, so to speak. And I'm not saying that you're not, you know, but I feel here like in the front half of your life, you were like, no, I'm young. Like my body is young. My mind is young. My mind is creative and innovative. You decided to do the opposite, where the first half of your life, you worked your ass off so that when you got to the second half, like 30 and above, and that's not even half. Okay. But when you got to the second half, so to speak, 30 and above, you would be able to relax. Instead, now you have people who are watching you who are going to be working themselves through retirement age. because they didn't take their life seriously when they were younger and when they had the capabilities to do so. The divine feminine and the magician. And you know what, honey? You really are. Look at what the life that you have created for yourself now. And look at how what you want is truly manifesting. I feel here for the feminine energy, like I'm hearing get up, get out, get motivated. That's how you make people feel. People are getting knocked out because the amount of money that you're going to make here. Unexpected money and rich girl. Lust and manipulation. Who somebody here got caught up in that, huh? Somebody here, one of these people who watch you, the hermit, who watch you secretly, who watch you obsessively. Okay. They got caught up in lust because they were like, well, devil may care. I'm young. Like I should just be sleeping around. Then they're going to show up depleted. Who's that on my phone? Who's messaging me? Oh, okay. I have to get ready for a meeting soon. Okay. Priest and ancestors. You could give prayer to your ancestors, so then you know that they listen. They hear the prayers that you share with them. Ooh. They hear your prayers for protection. Maybe you do a lot of protection prayer when you talk to your ancestors, or you give gratitude for the ways that they have protected you. We also have 3, 6, and 9 here. Your ancestor could be encouraging you, divine feminine and divine masculine energy here, to maybe try the 3-6-9 method if you want to manifest even more, or manifest something more material or physical. Okay, like maybe if you want to manifest like a motorcycle or something, try the 3-6-9 method and you'll get it. Okay, that's for some of you if that's something that you like to try or you like to do. Bliss. Wow. Bliss. Maybe because you want to manifest a house, Earth Angel, a sanctuary. Your home is a sanctuary. This could also be what you would like to manifest. If you needed the confirmation that your home or your home life is protected, your ancestors are protecting this as well. Wow. You know, this is the energy of like, go on, sweetheart, go on and do your thing. We have the rest of this handled. Go on and just show up. Show up as happy, show up as blissed out, show up as angelic, show up as the manifester, show up as divine feminine energy that this system, whatever it is, or that this coven of men always try to suppress. Okay, they're saying that we can end the reading soon. We have animosity, enamored, and mentally and emotionally unstable. Star seen in the reverse. Okay, so Ice Queen and bondage. That's some wild ass shit. White magic and ancestors. They're bringing up someone specifically, and I am getting a woman from this. They're bringing up a woman who talk so much shit about you from their space of animosity that they were using their words to try to bind you. So this is what I'm going to tell you, right? You know how we have all of this like weird shit that's happening in the world, you know, like weird shit is going on in the skies. You know, there are all these conspiracy theories that are coming true. They've confirmed the presence of aliens and hybrid programs and all this type of shit. The next level of like this happiness hating that I feel like is going to happen here is people are going to try to say, oh, well, you're not fully human anyway. That's what they're going to try to say to validate their own incompetence as a human being, just like how you are. Okay. So I feel here like this is someone who's going to make an attempt that fails. Okay. And they're going to try to make this attempt that ends up failing to try to say, oh, well, you know what? You know how all this weird alien shit is going on? What if they were one of those people like that all along? It's like a strange type of metaphysical witch hunt. The magician and the divine feminine. Like imagine a modern day witch hunt with all of this conspiracy shit that's happening now and coming true. They're going to try to say that you're an alien, so don't even compare yourself to her or to him, because it's like they're unnatural. That person, they're supernatural, they're unnatural. It's weird. Okay? Literally just comes from the fact that Spider-Man has so many people who love him. Spider-Woman, Spider-Man, Xena, Thor. So many people love them. They're just a hater. Xena. Used to love that show when I was a kid. And you know what I loved about Xena was like, she wasn't, you know, like what bothers me about like how they promote and how they visualize female superheroes. They always make them so skinny. Like, I want my female superhero to look like the wrestler China. Who remembers that? Back in the day, WWF, when you would watch wrestling, and China Doll was one of the first female wrestlers who would literally like kick ass. And she was muscular. She looked like she could kick your ass. Like, I am not convinced by these Superwoman movies with that like Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot, whatever her name is. It's like, no, honey, you just do Pilates. You don't look like you can kick my ass. You just do Pilates. I feel here like you have a presence of strength about you that matches your spiritual prowess. We're like, oh my God, like, are they an alien? Honey, yes. Here's my cream so that you could be an alien too. Buy my face cream, okay? You know, like it's stupid. It's stupid, okay? But don't worry. I'm going to close this out here, okay? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Don't worry about these people watching you who are obsessed. They are. And what does Cat Williams say? If you have 14 haters during the summer, by the end of the summer, you need to figure out how to find your 15th hater. Okay? Pay them no mind as they pay you all of their attention. Your ancestors are here. They love you. They're protecting you. You have family who have crossed over your ancestors, who are saying that they love you. They are supporting you to create your own family. They are supporting your family if you have one. Like if you are married and you have children, they're protecting your family stability, your home. They love you. They got your back, your front, and your side to side. They have, your ancestors are protecting your past, your future, and your present. Okay? Okay, y'all. Okay? So, get ready for the breakthrough. Get ready for the breakthrough. The scales are in your favor. All of it is in your favor. This is exciting. Okay? All right, I'm going to close out the energy of this reading. Thank you, Most High Divine Creator of all things, and the glorious ancestors of benevolence, for their messages that I have received on this day. We are so wealthy, we are so loving, we are so prosperous, and we give and we receive such and as so. Glory be to the Most High Divine Creator, one of all things. Thank you, Divine Feminine, Divine Father, Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Masculine, all that is to be of benevolence, which has blessed us and continues to bless us as so. I close out the energy of this reading and I close the portals that I have been peering and looking within and through. I detach my energy from any remnants picked up along the way, and it returns back to me stronger, more brilliant, more wealthy, purified, more loving, and cleansed. Glory be to the Most High Creator of all things, Ashe. Okay, everyone, thank you for liking, subscribing. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I will see you in the next one. And y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you.